Hello everybody, we got the new version 10.5 of Real Racing 3 out now on both Android and on iOS, called Valhalla update. So we're getting a new Aston Martin Valhalla concept that is sort of the star of the version, the most expensive new car. Worth 1150 gold, and then yes, it's of course part of the Roundup season 9, or not season 9, season 1 round 9, right? At some point I'm assuming we're gonna turn the chapter and go on to season 2 and start all over again. But anyway, we're on to round 9, and then the victory point, the prize car, is gonna be the Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE. I know, random letters and numbers. And yeah, they've been adding a lot of Chevys, right? So originally I used to call the Real Racing 3 what? The real Porsche, right? Because we have so many 911s. Probably we still have the most number of 911s in the game out of all the cars, right? And then we had a whole bunch of Hurricanes, Lamborghinis, right? And so we had probably that's the second most, the highest number of cars in the game, I think, are the Hurricane variations, right? And then now we got lots of Corvettes, Chevy, right? A new one we got coming in this update too, C8 Z06. So yeah, I believe that's a limited series car in this version, but as a bonus for the victory points in this round, we get the Camaro, sort of the, you know, little brethren of Corvette, right? The more affordable muscle car. All right, so that is that, and we'll see how much victory points we need for winning that one. But yeah, so here's the star of the version, Aston Martin Valhalla concept. So this car can be won through the special event with no set PR required. So I believe it's one of those things where they will have one stage per day. And from what I understand, it's a 5-stage event. So 5 days to run through to win the car. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty high PR car. Base PR starts at 92, goes all the way up to 110.4. So yeah, looking forward to running through that special event, which I believe is the first one. So I will be trying to win the car with the minimal upgrade, possibly zero upgrade. We've had some cars in recent history of the game where you are able to win the car with a very, very little in-game currency invested. I mean, eventually you want to put more in to upgrade your car to actually make some progress in the bonus series the cars featured in. But to win it, they oftentimes don't necessarily require a whole lot of upgrades, as long as you have skills to you know, make up for it, or luck, or both. So Victory or Valhalla is the name of the event. So yeah, stay tuned for my playthrough of the special event. And oh yeah, we got a new addition to our Formula E New York circuit. So we got some extra corners, I believe, and they are adding that to the season 8 of Formula E series, the season that's already in the game from last update. So I'm hoping that these new track variations will be added to the rest of the game as well. That is not Formula E content, unlike Formula 1. Like, you know, Formula 1 circuits are at least the new ones, like Abu Dhabi, Singapore, and Morocco, they're all just exclusive to Formula One content only in the game. I'm sure it's related to some licensing deal with the Formula One, but I hope at some point they would be available for rest of the cars in the game. But that is to be determined. But for now, I certainly hope the new New York circuit variation will be track layout will be available in at least in the new bonus series in the season 1, right? So that is gonna be the, but also of course we have a new Formula E 2022 New York City E-Prix event, so we get to win another Formula E car from the season, and what do you call it, the tuning setup. So we'll see what the last one, they just called it the like sort of like a high-speed tuning setup. It was not related to a particular like track, right? Because in the past we had a New York circuit tuning setup and the Berlin tuning setup, but last one that we got was not linked to a particular circuit, nor was it limited to the new cars only. It included the last season car as well, so that's kind of cool. So, and that one, by the way, the New York City E-Prix will be starting on 7th of July, so that is a little later in the version 10.5 calendar. In the meantime, we have a limited series, right? Chevy Corvette C8 Z06. Man, these American cars. So anyway, this limited series will be one of the last ones in the version 10.5 calendar. Starts on the 25th of July. So yeah, it's a limited series, so you'll have 7 days to complete it, and the chances are completing first first race will unlock 3-hour instant service and instant upgrade offer. So yeah, hopefully yeah, it won't be too expensive. How much is this car? This car is worth some 600 gold, and the base PR starts at 60, goes up to 75.4. All right, so, and up next we got a couple of time trial competitions for Formula E. So one at Berlin and the other one at the new, I'm assuming, the new track layout of New York. So there will be some victory points at stake, as well as some gold rewards, right? So even if you're not terribly competitive, I would say, at least take part in it, because you get something, And we got 3 limited series. Looks like we got a new one, of course, for, as I aforementioned, Chevy Corvette C8 Z06. And we got a old Bentley Continental GT3, the Motorsports, the GT3 Bentley. So, all right, so that's a kind of a, not exactly a rerun, it's not a flashback, but reintroducing, right, through limited series. So the significance of the reintroduced car through limited series is that the PR requirement generally tends to go up. So this time around, it's going to be requiring PR 83.1 to win the car. And we got another limited series featuring the Ferrari. That's F40 Le Mans, I believe. And that event, let's see. So the Bentley Continental GT3 Limited Series starts on the 26th of June. So that will most likely be the second event in the round hub with the victory points at stake. Limited series all been paying out 50 to 150 victory points, and this time around it's kind of the same. So all 3 they have the same victory points payout, 50 to 150. And the Bentley Continental GT3 rewards, of course, are given in motorsport dollars. So 25 gold is also there for as a 100% completion reward. along with the car if you don't own it. But if you own the car already, then you get to win the gold and the motorsport dollars. And also, as you run through the series, you pick up a few along the way, right? So that's that. And then the Ferrari F40 Le Mans Limited Series pays out once again 5,250 victory points, 200,000 racing dollars, and 80 gold plus the car. And yeah, this one we also had a limited series prior, right, version. So it's reintroducing the car. So this time PR requirement's a bit higher, 78.8. I don't know how much it'll cost off the top of my head. So once we get to the 12th of July when the event is unlocked, I'll have a better idea. So we'll talk about that when that time comes around. And the Chevy Corvette, right, C8 Z06, that one, of course, it's a new car, so you get to win the car, which was worth 600 gold, right, for completing the series. And then 50 gold as reward, plus 250,000 racing dollars, and once again 5,250 victory points. And as I said, that one's I think the last event in the version 10.5. So it starts on the 25th of July. PR requirement is 71.7, and all these limited series are all gonna be 7-day event. Now if you already own the car, you can run it at any point. Now the special thing about the rerun car is that they have been giving us 24 hours of instant service and instant upgrade offer, so that is something to look out for, assuming that I don't see why they would change that this time around, but you never know. Fire monkeys, they have thrown us curveballs in the past. So all right, so that's that. And we got a couple of flashback events. The flashback events, the featured cars don't really get any special offers, unfortunately. So there's no, instant upgrade offer or anything like that, at least not so far. And this time around, we are getting a chance to rerun the Club Day event featuring Devo. So that's a pretty pricey car. Actually, both of these are pretty expensive cars. So the one for Devo starts on the 2nd of July. If you don't own the car, you get to win the car, plus 75 gold and 250,000 racing dollars and 3,250 victory points. So victory point wise, there isn't as much at stake. It's just a 5-stage event, so we'll see. Club Day events, generally there's no wait time between stages. I'll have the link to my original playthrough of the Club Day event in the description box below. So if you guys want to check out what the event was like, or what the event is going to be like if you're running for the first time, feel free to check that out because it's already available on my channel. All right, and if you already own this car, so if you're running through it as just a bonus, then you obviously don't re-win the car, and you don't get to win as much gold. You only get 25 gold for running through, and 75,000 racing dollars. So currency wise, there isn't a whole lot at stake, but what you get is 3,250 victory points, because victory point rewards is identical whether you're running it through first time or you already own the car. Now the other one, featuring Bugatti Chiron Sport, that was a tricky event, wasn't it? Because I don't remember that one having a set PR. I think that might have been yeah, this was a recommended PR special event, if I remember correctly. Speed Rush TV Challenge Season 4. So that one starts on the 18th of July, and it's a 7-stage event. And I, yes, have the playthrough of this event from the original run as well on my channel. So I'll have the link to that playthrough playlist in the description box below. So if you guys want to check that out, please do so. And if you don't own this car, you get to win the car, by completing the series, as well as 140 gold and 100,000 racing dollars plus 5,000 victory points on this one, since the event is slightly longer. And I believe this event, there is a 24-hour lock between stages. And if you already own this car, in my case, mine is fully upgraded. So you don't get to re-win the car. You get to win instead 40 gold, so a little higher payout, 40,000 racing dollars. Not as much in that department, but that's all right. And more importantly, 5,000 victory points. So yeah, and then we get a couple of new exclusive series featuring the cars from the last version 10.4, right? The Lambo Countach, sort of a tribute edition, right? LPI 800-4 and the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS. So you would have to fully upgrade those cars to have access to those events. And for reward wise, Countach, you get 125 gold for 100% completing the series and 250,000 racing dollars. Yeah, that's pretty, if I remember correctly, the cost to fully upgrade that car is a bit more than what you get back, as typical, pretty typical. And then for the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS exclusive series, reward is 70 gold, since the upgrade cost was a bit less than the Countach. So your reward is a little subdued as well, just 70 gold and 150,000 racing dollars. So yeah, I'm gonna wait on the upgrade discount on these before, because I'm now in no rush to get through. I got plenty of other races that I can do, and plenty of other events to complete, so no rush there. So all right, let's check out the new cars, but in the meantime, let's collect today's reward. 60% extra fame. All right, and then looks like we got some sale on some older cars, probably featured in this week's either weekly time trial or online multiplayer events, the tournaments, right? So 50% discount, that's pretty good. I mean, not that this car is terribly expensive. Mercedes AMG A45. I wonder if there's also an upgrade discount for 50%. That would be a heck of a deal, but mine is fully upgraded, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, additional download, yes, let's do it. All right, so there it is, Valhalla concept. So base PR 92, 349 kph top speed, 2.42 seconds for 0 to 100, 22.9 meters for, I guess, 100 to 0, and then 2.4 G for grip. So that's pretty I feel like that should be a pretty good handling car. 2.4 G is significant. So, and yeah, it's Aston Martin, so you got the styling, right? Pretty cool. All right, let's check out the next new car, which is the limited series car, Chevy Corvette C8 Z06. Base PR 60, as you can see, top speed 315 kph, 0 to 100, or should we call it 0 to 60, since it's, American car, imperial units, right? But anyway, 2.6 seconds for the acceleration, 28.3 meters. I know that should be in yards as well. Anyway, for the braking distance, 1.22 G. Yeah, these Corvettes are pretty grippy for the speed that they have. So this should be yeah, Corvettes in the game in general, as I repeat myself now, as I have done in the past. Corvettes are grippy. They handle very well. Not as fast perhaps as some other cars typically in the featured series, but they're the grippy ones generally. And the victory point car, Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE. That's a lot of ones and Well, I guess 2. Anyway, this one base PR 50.4, and this is a victory point car, so you would have to complete enough events in the current round to win this car, right? Top speed 311 kph, acceleration time is 3.4 seconds, 27.7 meters for braking distance, and 1.18 G for grip. So top speed wise, there isn't that much difference, right? It's all about the grip and the acceleration. So anyway, so those are the new cars, and here's another. Oh, wasn't this car the victory point, the prize car from the last version, the Audi RS3? I think it is. Now you can apparently buy it for 40% off if you do that. How much is it actually? 210 gold. I guess it's normally 350 gold. All right. So I mean, I completed enough events in the previous round, so I can win it. So no reason to purchase it. Anyway, oh, I guess it's time to collect the time trial reward. So let me do that, since game won't let me get past that point. So yep, rank B, pretty easy. So extra 100 gold in the bank, thank you very much. And then yeah, so the Valhalla, the first special event, looks like. And then let's check out some victory points. 37,000 is what you're gonna need to win the grand prize. All right, so good to know. And then 45,000 is what's available total. Let's see, these events typically, these rounds typically run 6 weeks, so there's 6,000 victory points that you can get from running weekly time trials. So, and then you got 2 time trial competitions, that Formula E, right? So that's another 2,000 victory points, making 8,000 victory points additional to win all the prizes, victory point prizes beyond the grand prize car, right? So, and look at that, we get another special rim. That's what they've been kind of adding. In the last version we had one too, so interesting addition, customizing option. And yeah, some decent gold payout, 100 gold at 32,100 victory points, and additional 60 at 27,600. If you do all the time trial competitions, it gets you up to 8,000, and then that is I guess just the 25 gold. They hold on to their gold tight, don't they? They don't want to budge. But if like special events, like even the flashback events, even if you make it partially through, you still get some victory points, which means you might be able to snatch additional 50 gold if you can get yourself up to 14,200 victory points. Anyway, that's nice to know. But anyway, so I'll have all the events detail in the description box below as usual, right? So for now, that will do it for this new version overview. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. So take care.